Well, hello, this is Rochelle. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing two printables by Ella Roetz, who has become such a special person in my life in the last while. So a bit of background and some of my testimony. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in February of 2014. And it has been a real battle because 10 years before I kind of thought that I was losing my mind, just with constantly being sick and the pain that goes along with this specific autoimmune disease. And it was undiagnosed because people don't know what to test for. And so I'd finally landed myself in ICU, where a doctor tested my rheumatoid factor, and at that time I was diagnosed officially with rheumatoid arthritis. And so it has some various treatments, amongst which is a low dose chemo. These are not things I speak about often, so I feel a little uncomfortable, but we overcome by the power of his blood and the word of our testimony. So even though, unlike Ella, I don't have a date of healing yet, I absolutely believe that God can and wants to heal me. And you know, we've gone through all the questions and done all the forgiveness and all of that, but I've learned in the last while to not stand in judgment of myself the whole time and being arrogant in asking God, why me? Why have I not seen healing? Why am I still suffering? You know, I've broken the curses. I've done everything you've asked, and I still don't see the healing. And I have complete peace in the sense that God can, He wants to, and He will heal me in His time and for His glory. And so in the meantime, if I can help just one person, be it in hospital on a treatment day or whatever the situation may be, even if it is just going through this thorn in my flesh every day with hope, showing someone else that even though life's not fair and this earth is not, the way that God intended it to be because of our own sin and our own choices, God is still God, and there's hope. So this really isn't a serious technique entry. It just is cutting up the printable. I use some of the brush markers to use as a watercolor to print out that, or letter out that word, Yahweh Rapha, God my healer. And so I wrote there, rheumatoid arthritis must yield in His name, which is God my healer. And so I'm excited, just making this declaration today. It hasn't been an easy week. I had to get injections and things like that again on Monday, and have pretty much been medicated and homebound this week. But in this, I have found strength in knowing that I am not alone. And so this is another printable by Ella Roetz, from Isaiah 53. And, it says that God's done the work. He's already done the work on the cross, when He was pierced for our transgressions and wounded for our healing. His stripes have already healed us. And so that's what I'm walking in. I'm walking in faith. I'm walking in victory because I know who my God is. And then nothing can get you down. So I want to encourage you today, if there's anything that you're struggling with, to not stop praying, to not stop declaring, to not stop believing that the Word of God is still true over your life. I'm sticking this down. I printed it out on trace paper, and so I'm just sticking it down with double-sided tape. And this is just a little trick I learned, to fold it slightly over and then pull it back once you've placed it, so that you don't have to pull up and tear and all of that if you've placed it on the wrong place. And then these roses I've just put into my Xyron sticker maker, very lazy, and stuck them down. So not a lot of technique, just a declaration today, that God is still God, and He doesn't lie, and He hasn't changed His mind. He's still the healer, and He's still there for us. So I'm just using that Faber-Castell brush pen to to stamp my date marker, and there it is. And this is my entry for today. If you want more entries, click like and subscribe. Bye bye.